And in today's edition of America's Health, we have the inspiring story of one mother dealing with the unimaginable. Her child faces a disease so rare that not only is there no cure, there's no treatment. But this mother is determined to find help for her little boy and is tirelessly reaching out to the medical community for help. Dr. Richard Besser has more on her crusade. Hey, Rich.
Hey, Juju. You know, little Jonah Wood has a disease so rare that researchers and drug companies are barely working on it. There are just too few patients for it to make financial sense. It's for that reason that the Orphan Drug Act was passed into law, to provide those funds needed to search for solutions to even the rarest conditions.
He laughs nonstop. He is a really happy kid.
Yes, you are. You're so strong.
Climbing with a single-minded determination, 2-year-old Jonah reaches for the top of the jungle gym. His mother, Jill Wood, is also facing an uphill battle.
My husband and I took turns crying in the bathroom, so Jonah went and see us.
A race against time to save Jonah's life.
He's a parent's worst nightmare.
Just 5 months ago, Jonah was diagnosed with Sanfilippo Syndrome C, a disease so rare, the chance of having it is 1 in a million. While he looks perfectly healthy now, Jonah is missing an enzyme necessary for survival. Without it, material will build up in his brain. Jonah will slowly die before he's 20.
Their airway closes up, so then they have a hard time swallowing and eating. Eventually, their muscles start to go, and they stumble and fall, and then they're in a wheelchair.
I mean, many people might hear this information and become paralyzed. But you've hit the ground running.
I had to. I had to. There really isn't any treatment for us. And just knowing that I have a chance, I have this big of an opening to make it, you know, that Jonah has a chance. And so that's what keeps me going. Who is that?
Jill is now on a crusade, working 24/7 to find a cure for her son, before the disease renders him unable to move, communicate, and breathe on his own.
Wow.
She started a nonprofit, Jonah's Just Begun, to help raise awareness and fund research. Impossible, she says, without the help of her family and friends. She's been also working day and night to find other children with Sanfilippo C who will participate in the first study ever of the syndrome.
It's the first time anybody has even sat down and really examined our children's diseases and how it affects each child.
Once the study's done, they hope to lure a pharmaceutical company into researching a potential treatment. But without special help, creating a drug for a disease as rare as Jonah's would be next to impossible. There's no monetary incentive for big drug companies to take on researching rare diseases, because there aren't enough people to buy the treatments. And that's where the FDA's Orphan Drug Act comes in.
Millions of people have been helped by this program since it's been started.
The Orphan Drug Act provides incentives for small drug companies to research treatments for rare diseases. Since 1983, there have been 361 orphan drugs, as they're called, approved.
I am very hopeful for Jonah.
Jill hopes her hard work will find a treatment to slow down the progression of the disease. In the meantime, Jonah is in therapy to help his speech and strengthen his muscles.
Well, who is that?
As his mom works against the clock.
Where do you get your strength?
In him, you know, he wakes up smiling, and he just makes my day.
They are both so strong. What's happening now in the case?
You know, Jill is absolutely incredible. She's found 6 children with his condition. She needs to find 4 more to do the study. Right now, Jonah's doing very well, and he's in no imminent danger.
So dynamic, and as you say, very much a race against the clock. He's looking so healthy now. We wish them the best.
Gorgeous boy.
Thanks, Rich.